Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sohum Reactions. Peace, love, and positivity to you. Today's request comes from John, who sent us further into the Carpenters rabbit hole. The 3 songs we've got selected all come from the final 3 records in the Carpenters discography, in order A Kind of Hush, Passage, and Made in America. Because of this request, it kind of got me thinking about what, if any, Carpenter's record is my favorite. And the important caveat for me to add here is I haven't listened to a full Carpenter's record on the channel from start to finish, but I've experienced enough of their work to roughly approve of A Song for You being my top, and then maybe Close to You somewhere right below. If you have opinions on your favorite album, please leave them in the comments down below. I'm sure there's a very fruitful discussion to be had there. I know a lot of people also have their opinions on what their favorite eras of the Carpenters were, not only a single album, but a thread of albums. So please leave it in the comments. But I'm super excited to jump into these tracks today. Once again, thank you to John for the request. But without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's turn on my heart rate monitor for you guys.
I'm going way down south to Louisiana tonight. Well, I'll just close my eyes and everything's alright. And though I'm really far away, I'll make my getaway. No one need really know that I've been gone.
I already feel the tears welling behind my eyes, and I've learned through this Carpenter's journey to just submit to the beautiful melodies, submit to the lush harmonies when they appear, and of course submit to Karen's voice. That's all you need to do, and whatever emotional place that takes you, appreciate it.
I've been gone. One more time for the good times that far outweigh the bad. One more time.
It's nostalgic about a better time.
When love was all we had.
When love was all we had. Implying that now there's love, but a whole assortment of other baggage. It's almost more a pining for simplicity rather than true nostalgia.
I'm going way down south to Baton Rouge tonight. Well, I'll just close the door and turn out all the lights.
I love that melody.
And all the images dance by of folks and friends who lie
Hear the
back
atmosphere populating.
home where things are slow and easy going. One more time for the good times that far outweigh the bad. One more time
making a grown man emotional in the morning. I love that song. One More Time. I really like that song. I think you're going to hear me espouse all of the typical compliments about a Carpenters track: the beautiful melody, lush atmosphere, Karen's vocals. I guess where I'll focus my discussion for this first track here is on the meaning of this song, because I think the obvious place to reach for is nostalgia, and that makes sense. There's always that tendency to look backwards on the fonder times where things felt more pure, felt simpler. And also, when we do that, we have to recognize that there's an innate bias that omits a lot of the things that were troubling us back then. But of course, we're going to look fondly on the parts that made it still worth re-experiencing. Outside of that, I feel like, as I mentioned, it's kind of a pining for simplicity. And the reason my brain goes that direction is because I feel like the times where I am most stressed and overwhelmed are usually because there's so many things happening in my life all at once, even if there are a bunch of little things that all pile up into this massive, mountain that it basically just mental clutter. I feel like, oh man, I have lost control of who and what I am right now. And I'm almost at the whim of whatever this like amorphous mountain of clutter is. And now I would like to go to a simpler time where that mountain wasn't as big or just wasn't there at all. So for me, because I recognize that that is a tendency I kind of fall into, where if I'm overwhelmed, things start to like slow down all around me. All of the gears start to get more clunky internally. You know what I mean? Now I've tried to search out all of the little things in my life that are a little bit of mental friction for me, and slowly but surely chip away at them in a more permanent way, rather than constantly dealing with like the ache in my knee. Like, okay, I'm going to learn about why my knee hurts the way that it does and try to actually address the problem at the root, so that that mental clutter no longer exists. Because it's not only the knee, it's like I need to set up my bank account in a certain way. I have to respond to this text, and I have to reply to this set of emails. And we all have complicated lives. Decluttering in all of the ways that you can is a form of self-love. It is a necessary form of self-love. And I feel like when we are trapped underneath the mountain of our responsibility, we don't have the clearer sight of ourselves anymore like we ought to. I want to be more attuned with myself constantly, not for a fear of losing that place, but because being connected with myself allows me to be the best version of myself. And so I pine for simplicity. And yes, you could go back in time to remind yourself of a time where things were simpler, but I say look to your current life now and just find the places that feel more complicated and chip away at that. And I promise that momentum breeds more of that momentum. Success breeds success. And once you've done one dish, now you've done the laundry, and now you've responded to all the emails, and that's a version of a way that works. So one more time, I think we can give that one more time to ourselves a lot more often. And I think that is a way of doing it, trying to declutter. Take on maybe fewer responsibilities. Don't spread yourself as thin. Pour into the places of your life that bring you the greatest joy, the most fulfillment, and the sources of negativity. Cut. Love that song, man. Let's jump into the next track here. I hear the guiro.
Like sailing on a sailing ship to nowhere. Love took over my heart like an ocean breeze. As seagulls fly, I knew that I was losing.
melody feels fitting for an island, a tropical island.
It's a dirty old shame.
Oh, that's upbeat. Yeah, I like that.
Love is a love song. It's got you laying up nights just waiting for the music to start. It's such a dirty old shame when you got to take the blame for a love song. Because the best love song was written with a broken heart. Now the tears in my eyes are
I like the lyrics in this one.
blinded. The future that lies before me, I cannot see. Although tomorrow I know the sun is rising, lighting up the world for everyone, but not for me. Oh, it's a dirty old shame when all you get from love is a love song. It's got you laying up nights waiting for the music to start. It's such a dirty old shame when you got to take the blame for a love song. Because the best love songs were written with a broken heart.
That's actually so true. I mean, the best love songs are the pining for love because you lost it due to heartbreak. Oh, I love that descending melody there.
Oh, it's a dirty old shame.
Great contribution from the saxophone.
Love is a love song. Love songs got you laying up nights waiting for the music to start. It's such a dirty old shame when you got to take the blame for a love song.
Take the blame for a love song.
'Cause the best love song written with a broken heart.
Oh, that atmosphere.
It's a dirty old shame when all you get from love is a love song. Got you laying
Oh, is it fading out now?
nights waiting for the music to start.
Is it fading? This song flew by for me. I like it. This song takes the perspective of both sides. It's like you feel the heartbreak on your end, but you also may be the cause of somebody else's love song because you've somehow inadvertently caused them heartbreak. And, you know, I do my best, like, as a person to be better every single day, but I am not without my own faults. I have definitely and unfortunately broken hearts. I've had my heart broken. I've been on both ends of that stick. And in life, you know, we're all morally gray in some respects. There's a continuum of who we've been, who we are, who we'd like to become. And I feel like this song is a very honest admission at the fact that, hey, anytime there's a great love song, something where you know that this song was charged by a lot of emotion, it could have come from either direction because, you know, generally speaking, the most complicated emotional spats are going to be where both people are erring. And if I make a mistake and you make a mistake, and now all of a sudden our mistakes compound and, you know, catalyze further mistakes in our relationship, I hurt you, you hurt me, and hurt people, and down we go into this endless spiral. It's a problematic approach to life, but it's also a very human one. If we can kind of abstract away from the momentary hurt and realize the sort of toxic cycle that we're in, then we can actually stave off the need for a perpetually tragic love song. Now, that said, even if you are in the loving relationship with little toxicity, I think that's also an extremely beautiful place for a love song to come from. It doesn't just have to be heartbreak, but I feel like this song here is coming from that more nuanced place of the heartbreak being the gestation. Is that the correct use of that word? Being the genesis, let's say, for the love song. And to abstract even further away from just love songs in general, a lot of the best music ever written was written from an extremely emotional place where the artist or songwriter in question was going through a set of very complicated emotions or a troubling time in their life. Let's say a song about loss, trying to navigate grief. I mean, there are books written on this, right? There are entire segments of religion devoted to addressing grief and what it means for the individual, the soul. And you want to channel it through the medium of song. You get some of the most beautiful pieces out there, and it helps us recenter and touch those feelings that exist within us without necessarily knowing that was necessary. That's why a lot of the best music that I've ever experienced happens to hit me by surprise, because I'm like, oh my God, this somehow was the underlying feeling that I've had for a while. I didn't have the words to state it explicitly, and now the singer has done it, and the way they deliver that melody along with that meaning sends it over the edge for me. And now all of a sudden that emotional dark pool that existed within is now seeing the light of day. It's such a beautiful thing, and it doesn't just apply to love songs. It applies to literally any kind of great art ever. And that's what it is from the Carpenters for me. Every time I've listened to the Carpenters, they have touched on those emotional places within me, and I will continue to return to that pool. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's jump into the final track of the day. This one is Those Good Old Dreams.
As a child, I was known for make-believing. All alone, I created fantasies. As I grew, people called it self-deceiving. But my heart helped me hold the memory. As I walk through the world, I find around me something new yet familiar's in the air. I feel it everywhere, like a child's eyes on a Christmas night. I'm looking at you now, finding answers to my prayers. It's a new day for those good old dreams.
This is a vibe. It's a bit,
one by one, it seems they're coming true.
I don't know, it's like a bit country. I believe, John, you mentioned that. But very pleasant, very reserved, I would say.
Same old stage, but what a change of scene. No more dark horizons, only blue. It's a new day for those good old dreams. All my life I dreamed of loving you. You're a spark of a long forgotten fire. You're a touch of a slowly growing wind. You're a taste of the ever-changing seasons, telling me there are some things that don't end.
That was an interesting chord in there.
You're a taste of the ever-changing seasons, telling me there are some things that
That chord.
seasons, telling me there are some things that don't end.
I was not expecting that chord to appear there in the melody. It's all been rather happy-go-lucky.
All the darkness far behind
That
us,
specific chord like darkened
all
it
those
momentarily.
hopes that we held along way have made it to this day. Like an old love song, gone for much too long. You hear
Oh, I love the follow-up harmony.
and it carries you away. It's a new day for those good old dreams. One by one it seems they're coming true. Here's a morning that my heart
Somehow all of these songs in a roundabout way all touch on that nostalgic feeling.
Same old stage, but
It's more the first and the third over the second, but definitely this one. Wow.
It's a new day for those good old dreams. All my life I dreamed of you. It's a new day for those good old dreams. And it's all because of you.
Beautiful. Oh, yeah. This feels like a bridge. It also feels like an outro. Let's see which one it is. But I like this song too. It's like a blending of present reality and former, like it's present nostalgia about the past. Like reliving those good old dreams, but in the current day. Yeah, I feel like that's super important when it comes to not just permanently living in the past. A lot of people, they do this, and it's always important to, I feel like, reminisce. It's never just completely black or white. Never reminisce or reminisce with or only prospect forward. It's a combination of both things that will work. And what I think more people would be better served by doing is trying to obviously be present, exist in the current moment, recognizing that whatever golden ages came before, they can also be created now. And the kind of golden age that you're experiencing may be qualitatively different, and maybe even in terms of the literal things that you're doing and you're feeling towards it, but that doesn't make it any less golden. It's almost like we have this beautiful world to kind of experience and explore, and our own subjective experience is our personal lens to appreciate what all there is to appreciate. And at every single moment, there's going to be a new subset of that world revealed to us that we can appreciate. And it happens that sometimes those experiences will come back again to the current place and time, but also I think we need to recognize that even if we've re-experienced, let's say, the same song 20 years ago versus today, it may feel differently to us this time around. And honestly, that's why it's so valuable to re-listen to some of the music that spoke to us back then, because now that we've brought more experience forward, we may have listened to that same song repeatedly. It means something different to us now than it did then. But many things can be true at the same time. We can be as equally appreciative of the impact that song had on us 20 years ago, and appreciate the differential impact it's having on us today. And let's say the song that you've loved for 20 years, for whatever reason on this fateful Monday, doesn't hit the same way for you like it did back then. That's okay. It doesn't have to always be the same. I think there's a certain fear attached to losing what we've had that also finds its way into the way that we re-experience the things that we already know we love. And sometimes we can even shy away because we don't want to lose that same magic we had before. Or if we do experience it, we kind of now are jaded because, hey, it didn't hit the same way it did then, and therefore it's of no value to me now. I think those are extreme views, and again, the truth lies somewhere in the middle. There are songs that I've been listening to, I'm 28, there have been songs I've been listening to for probably 15, 16 plus years now that maybe I don't return to as much, but I can appreciate the impact they had on me then. And if I do listen to them now, I have a whole different mindset. The way I engage with that art feels different to me, but I appreciate the differences for what they are. So I like the idea of blending one's nostalgia with one's appreciation of how that experience can, like, longitudinally uh, kind of change over time. These are awesome songs. I feel like my favorite track of the three today was the first, just in terms of melody. I love the delicate piano playing, and once every instrument came into the fold, that was the peak for me. But I think all three of these songs today had me thinking quite a bit of life, and who knows, maybe I'm just in that reflective mood today. But I'm going to leave it at that. I hope y'all enjoyed the reaction. If you'd like to request one yourself, please hit the first link in the description box below. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.